Here's a question I don't think I've ever gotten on this channel. What is the worst part of finding an awesome Lego score? And by far, the answer is having to sort it. And that's exactly what I spent several hours today doing. Sorting. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I got a $30 bucket from a flea market full of Lego stuff. I'll pop that video up top here if you didn't see that. But yesterday's video ended with a table just completely full of disorganized Lego pieces. And today's video begins with them completely organized. And that's what I'm going to share with you here. I want to show you everything that kind of came out of here in a much more organized fashion than you saw it yesterday. Now, I'm sure everyone has a different strategy when it comes to the horrible task of having to sort. But I'm going to take you through my strategy here and show you what's worked for me. As you can see, I kind of separate everything into different little Tupperware things here, and we'll go through each of these. My main strategy that I use is we take the giant pile, I take a smaller pile out of that, and we start separating it, and they all go into these different little things. We'll start over here. This is the Technic bin. Quite a few Technic pieces that came out of there. Anything remotely Technic goes into here. I usually try to tear things apart, but in some cases, when things are a little bit bigger, I leave them together in the event that that could lead me to finding a set that comes out of that. So that's why you see a couple bigger things in there. Behind that, we've got all the slopes. Anything that is even related to a slope becomes a slope. Things like this, I kind of wasn't sure where I want to put them. So I said, you know what? It's sloped, it's a slope. So you'll see some of those in there, but there are a lot of slopes, a lot more slopes than there are Technic pieces because I pretty much classify anything. Even these arch pieces and stuff, they become slopes. So sliding over right beside that, we've got bricks. And again, bricks is a very loose thing for me. You see just the standard stereotypical Lego brick like that, but then you've got things with hinges on it, pieces like this. We've got these kind of pieces. Again, I don't know the technical terms for these, but you got circular stuff. Anything that's kind of like a brick becomes a brick. And beside that, plates. Plates are pretty self-explanatory. Anything that's somewhat flat becomes a plate. Even stuff like this that's kind of curved a little bit, that's a plate in my book. And trust me, I know my book is weird. In front of all those, we've got all the smaller stuff. So in here, I don't even know what you call these little cylinders and things. Headlight pieces is what I want to call them. And then like the little, I don't even know. They all go in there. I think you get the idea. Over here, even smaller stuff. So we got little tiles, we've got circular little studs, all kinds of smaller stuff. If it's one stud and it's flat, it goes in here. I also have a little bit of slopes. Just a quick detour. This is kind of what I do with stuff. This is something that Clark apparently made, but in here, I separate all those out. I'll break them down further. So it gets pretty organized and it makes it very easy to find stuff when you're looking for it. Let's get back to what we're talking about here. We got tiles. Anything remotely tile-like, even stuff like this, which are like little grill pieces go in there, circular stuff, tiles. I even go as far as including pieces like this as a tile just because in my mind, that kind of relates to a tile. I should say everything here just kind of works in my brain. You should find whatever system works for you. To me, this is just makes sense. Beside that, if you're a fan of this channel, you know what we got here. We've got some ultra rare brick separators, 4 of them, which I think makes this whole haul worth it. We'll talk about these guys in a second, but I'll slide over here. This is my vehicle related stuff. So this is anything like wheels, tires, we've got motorcycles in here, rims, we've got whole front ends of police trucks, boats, anything like that. I consider that vehicle related and I like to keep the vehicle stuff separated. And then lastly, just got the miscellaneous stuff. This is the stuff that I really don't have a place for. It's kind of things that don't really fall into an individual category. There might be some things in here that probably could go in tiles or plates or bricks, but for me, after just doing one search through and spending hours doing this, this is the leftovers. So that covers all of the classified and unclassified stuff that came out of here. But the next thing I want to show you are the minifigs that came out of here. In fact, I got a request in the last video to go through these in great detail. So I took a little bit of time to line these all up, and I'll do a quick pan across here so you guys can see all of the minifigs that came out of this. Now, some of these probably aren't going to be the way they're supposed to be. I kind of just pulled them as they were. Some I could tell what they were supposed to be and how I should fix them up, but again, some of them are just kind of mixed up. And I'm okay with that for now. If we find a set that some of these are from, I'll fix them up. So that right there is all of them. Let me do a quick count here to see how many minifigs we got for $30. If my math served me right here, we got a total of 35 minifigs out of here, which is definitely more than you saw yesterday because I did end up finding some more in there. And I think that's pretty cool. Along with all those minifigs, I have some minifig accessories in here. We've got pieces of minifigs in here that aren't complete. We've got heads, we've got handcuffs, you know, just any kind of accessory you can think of, things spilling out there. All the accessories are in there, and I could probably piece a couple more together if I had put the time into it. Moving over here to one of the last things that I want to show you on the table. Let me grab my list. I don't know how well this is going to go over because of my terrible handwriting, but I made a list from the comments yesterday of all the sets that people said that they found in the pile as they were watching the video. So we've got the Bat Cave, we've got Dynamic Duo Funhouse Escape, the City Mobile Police Unit, Garmatron, Tremor Track, Infiltration, Agent Stealth Patrol, and Kai's Fire Mech. A lot of sets in here, and I'm hoping that I can try to build some of those up, but I did set some other pieces aside here that maybe you guys can help me out with. We already talked about the tracks yesterday, or the treads, and then we've also got some other Ninjago stuff down here. I'm assuming these gold pieces kind of stuck out to me. This is something I didn't notice yesterday, but maybe you guys know what it is. These are the only pieces I found from it, so I don't think it's complete, but it's like a Batman, almost like a buildable figure, but I don't have the head, and I don't think I have all of the legs and stuff there, which is kind of a bummer. This, I think, goes with the set that you guys mentioned, the Dynamic Duo Funhouse Escape, which I'm hoping that I can build that up. That's probably the one that I'm most excited about. And we also have, you know, the Joker face here. We've got the purple barrel that goes with that. This says danger ahead, watch out. This kind of looks like Harley Quinn here. This piece I thought maybe someone would recognize. Not sure what that is. But beside that, I did find a couple stickers here. So that says 7942. This one says 60044, which that one you guys did list as the City Mobile Police Unit. So we do have that one, and this is the front of it right here. So that's good news. In other city stuff, does anyone recognize these stickers here? What set they may come from? Because I might have that set. Then we've got a bunch of these things. I'm not sure what these are, but again, they kind of stuck out to me. Here's some of the other random pieces that are in here. Maybe by just looking at these, you guys can tell what we've got in here. Maybe not. But that's okay. We've got a lot to go off of here. Even if I could just build a couple sets off this list, that would be really cool. So there you go, guys. This is what it looks like when you spend most of your day organizing Lego pieces. I honestly feel like I got nothing accomplished, but looking back on this, I think I'm really going to be thankful that I did this, because I really enjoy when I go to look for a piece, be able to pull it out of a drawer and knowing that it's in there. So sometimes you got to make a little bit of a sacrifice to save yourself a lot of time in the long run. So hopefully that little tidbit of positivity regarding sorting helps you get over all the negative aspects of it, because I think everything else is negative about it. But thankfully it is done, and I want to thank everyone from yesterday's video that helped me find all these sets that are in there. And I want to thank you for watching this video and watching just this terrible mess turn into something that's remarkably organized, at least in a way that works for me. And that's kind of the important thing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.